DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And now he'll tuck it and run. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
2 yards on the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Philadelphia.
It's on the give to Sanders. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Sanders. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Ball carrier.
So you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Now Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
TJ Logan on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a first and 10 at the 31-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They'll run with Sanders. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 27. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now Wentz. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
19 yards.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Now a carry for Sanders. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete to number 85.
From 21 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 10. Buccaneers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it first and 10.
Check three. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Check it. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Hey, go 66.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
That's good.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection in the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Barkley, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
No, 66. 72.
From midfield, here's Brady. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch the run. Check it, reload. 50.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Shadow.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 80 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 17. Buccaneers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Brady's throw there complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Wide, get wide. Check, check, check.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 12.
Mike, 3 bud. Check. Hey, Alabama. Check. 53's Mike. You ain't got nothing. Cover.
Shotgun now for Brady. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Mike, 53. I'm coming for
Throwing is Brady on third down. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
They'll take over first.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Miles Sanders.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brought down by LeBron.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
34-yard line.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 27. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
A gain of 12. And
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Wait, that 380. 56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On first down, Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
46-yard
Brady to throw again. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down and 3.
Number 53, Mike 53. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 53, Mike. Hey, Alabama.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Gay missed it. Pulled it off to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Operating from the gun, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think he'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Buccaneers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Brady. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 27 yards there, a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
25-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now Brady again. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wentz going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Wentz took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now, first down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up.
He's brought down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Brady now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run here with Sanders. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
By Von Miller.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run. After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets,
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Yards to go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Running right, here's Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long. He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
The tackle man.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And again this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes, so they
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check it, reload. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Who that? Who that?
From the gun, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 23. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 44, Buccaneers 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Watch the screen. 45.
They'll go again with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
On the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Another good run for him. And what else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In punt formation.
Here's Matt Bosher now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
First and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Leads to 2nd and goal.
their shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Check, 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 check. Shoot, 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 shoot. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Wait, what do you got?
To throw, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working